Narendra Modi has managed to create a rift within Congress leaders, a full-blown war between Mani Shankar Aiyar and Shashi Tharoor, with Mani Shankar Aiyar slamming Tharoor after Congress MP and spokesman said he should not be called a Modi fan after his recent praise for India's new Prime Minister, but also that it would be churlish not to acknowledge the latter's efforts to reach out to all.
Mr. Tharoor, you have been, as I said, full of praise for Mr. Modi since the general election result, and in your piece in the Huffington Post, almost effusive in your praise. Can we say that you are now officially a Modi fan?
No, I'm afraid you can't. In fact, I've been a bit intrigued by the paraphrases of my piece that I've seen in the Indian media. It looks like people don't actually tend to read every word and every nuance. For example, when I said that Mr. Modi is trying to remake himself as an avatar of progress and development, suddenly it says Tharoor says he is an avatar of progress and development. I think there are some real differences here. But having said that, let me clarify that, as the piece very clearly explains, Mr. Modi is somebody who for a dozen years we've had good reason to attack and criticize very severely. Ever since the 2002 riots, his speeches and statements that have followed, the positions he has taken, we have been extremely concerned about what Mr. Modi represents and his aspirations and ambitions on coming to Delhi. What has been a pleasant surprise for the likes of me is the way in which he has actually conducted himself and spoken after his election. From the moment of his victory, he has been amazingly gracious and accommodating, particularly in the language of what he has said and in the tone that he has used, and that I felt it would be churlish not to acknowledge. For example, when he says that he would be Prime Minister of everyone, including those who haven't voted for him, that he would want to serve all Indians, specifically singling out the poor, the sort of constituencies that he has not, in fact, had the support of in the election. It was a clear effort to reach out, and that reaching out, I felt, needed to be acknowledged. But at the same breath, I've said, this may be the evolution of a Modi 2.0. But if Modi 1.0 re-emerges, we will certainly robustly oppose him. The duty of an opposition, it seems to me, is to stand up for the national interest, not to oppose for the sake of opposing everything that the government says or does.
Mr. Tharoor, is your party, the Congress party, okay with this praise of Mr. Modi? Because your innocuous tweets in the past have got you into trouble with the party. So they're okay with this?
Well, look, I still haven't been fired as a spokesman, so I'm assuming the party is okay with it. Look, the truth is that the party has various nuances. I think many of the other spokesmen with whom I've discussed this approach have understood it and have appreciated it. I was actually the official briefer for the party yesterday, Thursday, and Wednesday. And on this day, I actually made it a point both to refer to my acknowledgement of Mr. Modi's 2.0 avatar, and at the same time to criticize him when I felt criticism was justified, and including, by the way, making the remark about his direct meetings with secretaries, which has also made the news today. No one seems to see that you can see all of this as one integrated vision. Our public commentary in the media takes things out of isolation, blows them up in order to create controversies and TRPs. But there is actually a coherent strategy at work here, and I'd be grateful if you would see it.
Basically seem to say that, you know, I am praising him for the good work that he's doing. At the same time, we need to be an alert opposition, and we shouldn't oppose just for the sake of opposing, that we should be a constructive opposition. What was wrong with that?
Because not all of us can be quick change artists. Modi has been in office for 10 days. And here is a man jumping to conclusions in next to no time. I don't understand it. I'm afraid, as a congressman of long standing, as distinct from a congressman of 5 years standing, I feel offended, but that's his personal view. He's welcome to have it.
Those are pretty strong words, Mr. Aiyar. So you believe that Shashi Tharoor has changed his stand and is prematurely judging Mr. Modi and heaping praise on him?
That's what I call a hole-in-one. Yes, I'm neither angry nor offended. I'm just very deeply disappointed that an intelligent man like Shashi Tharoor should want to rush to judgment in this manner and come out with these effusive remarks. after having been, presumably, I don't know Malayalam, using abusive remarks a few weeks ago.
You feel that in a sense that when he's saying that he's trying to indulge in some conciliatory politics, that he doesn't want to oppose for the sake of opposing, that is this something that we're not used to?
Opposing for the sake of opposing?
He gave the BJP's example.
I'm not suggesting that you oppose for the sake of opposing, but I do say that you do not rush into fulsome praise for the sake of rushing in for fulsome praise. This kind of chameleon politics is, I think, utterly undesirable. And it is the job of the opposition to be vigilant and not to just overtake the sycophants in the kind of language that is used to praise them. Modi 2, Modi 1, Modi 3.